Have you ever experienced a moment where a dream or a symbol felt profoundly familiar, even though you've never encountered it in your waking life? Or perhaps you've noticed patterns in human behavior that seem to transcend cultural and personal boundaries, as if they are shared across humanity. This sense of universal connection, of something deeply ingrained in our psyche, has intrigued thinkers for centuries. At the heart of this exploration is the idea of the collective unconscious, a profound concept proposed by Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung, which suggests that beneath the surface of individual experience, there exists a shared layer of unconscious thought, memory, and symbolism that binds all human beings together. Jung's theory of the collective unconscious challenges the idea that our mental lives are entirely shaped by personal experiences. Instead, it introduces the notion that there is a deeper, archetypal layer of the psyche, one that carries the psychological inheritance of all human beings across time and space. In this essay, we will explore what the collective unconscious is, how it manifests in human experience, and why it remains one of the most significant yet enigmatic contributions to modern psychology. Before we dive deep into Carl Jung's theory of the collective unconscious, let me take a moment to welcome you to the Unfolding Journey, your go-to space for exploring the mysteries of the mind, human consciousness, and the deeper wisdom of various psychological and spiritual traditions. If you're passionate about understanding the depths of the unconscious, exploring profound psychological theories, or simply curious about how the mind shapes our lives, you've come to the right place. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our community as we journey together toward greater self-awareness and understanding. Now, let's delve into the fascinating world of Jung's collective unconscious. Understanding the collective unconscious. Carl Jung, one of the 20th century's most influential psychologists, introduced the concept of the collective unconscious as a way to explain the shared aspects of the unconscious mind that transcend personal experience. While Sigmund Freud, Jung's mentor and a pioneer of psychoanalysis, focused primarily on the personal unconscious, those thoughts, memories, and experiences repressed or forgotten by the individual, Jung's focus expanded to include a deeper, universal layer of the psyche. The collective unconscious is distinct from the personal unconscious in that it is not shaped by personal experiences or individual memories. Rather, it consists of structures, archetypes, and patterns of thought that are inherited from our ancestors and are shared across all humans, regardless of culture, time, or geography. According to Jung, this universal aspect of the unconscious shapes not only our dreams, but also our behaviors, myths, and cultural symbols. It is the psychic blueprint that humans share, which influences the way we perceive the world and relate to others. Archetypes, the building blocks of the collective unconscious. One of the most crucial aspects of Jung's collective unconscious is the idea of archetypes. These are universal, primordial images or motifs embedded in the unconscious mind of all humans. Archetypes are not learned or taught. They exist as inherited psychic structures that emerge through cultural myths, religious symbols, folklore, and even personal dreams. Jung identified several archetypes that appear repeatedly throughout history and across cultures. Some of the most well-known archetypes include the hero, a figure who embarks on a journey or quest, often facing challenges and trials that lead to personal transformation or self-discovery. This archetype is present in the myths of ancient cultures, such as Heracles in Greek mythology or King Arthur in Arthurian legend, and in modern stories, like Luke Skywalker in Star Wars. The shadow, representing the unconscious aspects of the self. The shadow encompasses the darker, repressed parts of an individual's personality. The shadow can be projected onto others, manifesting in feelings of fear, jealousy, or hatred toward those who embody traits we deny in ourselves. The anima and animus. The anima represents the feminine aspects of the unconscious in men, while the animus represents the masculine aspects of the unconscious in women. These archetypes reflect the integration of both the masculine and feminine principles within the psyche, regardless of one's biological sex. The wise old man, symbolizing wisdom, guidance, and higher knowledge. This archetype often appears in myths as a mentor figure, like Merlin in Arthurian legend, who imparts knowledge and insight to the hero. The Great Mother, an archetype that embodies nurturing, protection, but also potential destruction. The Great Mother represents both the life-giving and destructive aspects of femininity. These archetypes are not merely abstract concepts. They manifest in everyday life, from the roles we play in society to the symbols and imagery that recur in our dreams. In this sense, the collective unconscious is not a static reservoir of past experiences, but a dynamic system that influences and shapes human life. How the collective unconscious manifests in life. The collective unconscious is not just a theoretical construct, but has practical implications for how we understand human behavior, relationships, and even cultural trends. Here are a few ways in which the collective unconscious reveals itself. Dreams and symbols. Perhaps the most famous way the collective unconscious manifests is through dreams. Jung believed that dreams were the language of the unconscious mind, and within them, the archetypes of the collective unconscious could be found. For example, a person may dream of a heroic journey or an encounter with a wise elder. These symbols might be unfamiliar in a literal sense, but are, according to Jung, reflections of universal themes embedded in the unconscious. Jungian dream interpretation seeks to uncover these deeper meanings, not simply as personal symbols, but as expressions of larger, universal truths about the human condition. The imagery in dreams can be linked to archetypal themes like birth, death, transformation, or the battle between good and evil, symbols that are found in mythologies and religious stories across cultures. Cultural myths and stories. Throughout history, human societies have created myths, religions, and stories that reflect the deeper aspects of the collective unconscious. For example, the theme of the hero's journey is found across cultures, from the ancient Sumerian epic of Gilgamesh to the stories of modern superheroes like Superman. These myths reflect the shared unconscious need for transformation, self-realization, and overcoming adversity. Jung believed that by studying mythology and folklore, we could access the universal themes and patterns of the collective unconscious. These stories are not just entertaining tales, but encapsulate the psychological struggles, desires, and fears that are part of the human experience. Art, literature, and creativity. The collective unconscious also reveals itself in art, literature, and other forms of creative expression. Artists, writers, and musicians often tap into universal symbols and themes that resonate deeply with human experience. Whether it's the portrayal of the eternal battle between good and evil or the exploration of love and loss, creativity often reflects the archetypes of the collective unconscious. Jung believed that the artist has a unique access to the unconscious, both personal and collective, and that their work often serves as a mirror to the deeper psyche of humanity. In this way, art serves as a bridge between the personal and the universal, expressing collective truths that transcend time and culture. Psychological development and individuation. Jung's concept of individuation, the process of becoming a fully realized, integrated individual, also involves the integration of the unconscious, particularly the elements of the collective unconscious. As people grow and mature, they come into greater awareness of their inner world and begin to reconcile the different aspects of the self. This process involves confronting the shadow, integrating the anima or animus, and engaging with the archetypes that shape one's personality. Individuation is in many ways a journey of reconciling the unconscious mind with the conscious self, drawing from both personal and collective material. By recognizing and embracing these deeper, often hidden aspects of the psyche, individuals can achieve greater psychological wholeness. The importance of the collective unconscious in modern life. Jung's theory of the collective unconscious has profound implications for modern life. In a world that often emphasizes individualism, the concept of the collective unconscious invites us to recognize the shared psychological heritage of humanity. It suggests that we are not isolated beings, but part of a larger, interconnected web of experience. In a time of increasing fragmentation, political polarization, and cultural division, The idea of the collective unconscious reminds us that there are universal themes that unite us all. Whether through shared myths, dreams, or symbols, there is a common thread of human experience that transcends our differences and connects us to one another in deep, psychological ways. Carl Jung's concept of the collective unconscious challenges us to look beyond the surface of individual experience and to recognize the deep, shared structures of the human psyche. The archetypes embedded in the collective unconscious offer a way to understand the universal patterns that shape our thoughts, behaviors, and experiences. By exploring these archetypes in our dreams, myths, and creative works, we can gain profound insights into both our personal and collective psyches. The journey into the collective unconscious is not just a journey into our own minds, but into the very soul of humanity. It invites us to embrace the deeper, universal aspects of the psyche and to recognize the ways in which we are all connected. If you found this exploration of the collective unconscious fascinating and would like to delve deeper into Jungian psychology, mythology, and the mysteries of the mind, don't forget to subscribe to the Unfolding Journey. We'll continue to explore these profound topics and help you navigate the complex landscape of human consciousness. See you in the next video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Jung's theory of the collective unconscious, make sure to subscribe to the Unfolding Journey and join us on our ongoing quest for self-awareness and understanding. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or any questions you may have about Jung's theories. We love hearing from you.